Hi guys, excuse me. Well, how nice is that? Hemingfield Pit, and you've got your rainbow. So how nice is that? And that rainbow's going over into Rainbow Woods. Rainbow Woods, that's Wentworth guys. That's where a lot of your pheasants are, up in Rainbow Wood. So look at that. We're here at Hemingfield Colliery. Really nice. I'm going to show you that walk down here. Oh, we're here at the basin, guys. I did help to dig this out. So that's that. Let me show you the basin. This is where the swan used to nest till some fall. Look at that. Looks like everyone's been throwing the rubbish in it. Not very good at all. So that's the basin where the narrowboats used to pull up. So the narrowboats would pull up here, guys, at the basin, and they'd come and collect coal from here. Hamingfield, old pit in Hamingfield. So that's the pit, guys. That's the pit, the little colliery here in Hamingfield. And that's your rainbow. How nice is that? Well, I'm walking down the railway lines, guys, because I'll show you that there, look. I'll show you. I hope you can get that. Look how nice that is. So, that's the colliery here at Hamingfield. So I'm walking down the old railway line because, excuse me, because it's really sludgy. So I'm going to walk you down here, look, guys. It's really sludgy down the canal. So how nice is that? Can you see up there them ladders? So how nice is that? There's some ladders there, probably goes up onto the top of the roof. So I'm going to walk down here. I'm going to walk down, I was going to walk down here. In fact, I'll make some little short videos. And in the videos, I'm going to show you some of the bridges down here, down the canal. So I'll show you some of the bridges down the canal. So get you a good shot from behind. So that's behind it up. Could be a sparrow kill. Way off the feather. So it could be a sparrow kill that. There's an out there, so she's probably plucked it and she's flown off with it. So, I'll have a walk down here. There's an old bridge down here, and I'll show you the old bridge. Just having a little watch around. So I'm walking down the railway bridge, the old railway here in Hemingfield, and I'm going to have a fair walk down. It's spitting the rain, but it's not so bad. So, I walk to the end here, guys. But I hope you got a nice shot of that there. Hemingfield, old pit in Hemingfield. So that's the pit in Hemingfield. Yeah, at one time, guys, I mean around this area, Oil and Elsecar, Platts Common, there were pits littered all over the place. And I was looking at comments this morning. I think it was about 2 o'clock this morning. Before I went to bed, 2 o'clock, 1:30 this morning. So that's the overflow. That's the overflow for the canal. So I'm looking at comments, and then I just remembered something when I saw the comments. And in the comments, guys, so here we're going. So in the comments, they were like, is that basically, was that where Platts Common Pit was? Well, yeah, that's where Platts Common Pit was. And then I can remember my dad telling me years ago, up Tankersley near the old hall, he was telling me about that place, and he says, barley sheaf. He said, I used to work in barley sheaf as well. I think my dad worked here at Elsecar. And I think that's where he got his foot crushed, in Elsecar. So we're hobbling about on a walking stick for a long time. and my uncle got whiplash with a cable, and I don't know if that were Elsecar, so one of the cables snapped, and he got whiplashed on his head. So I shouldn't imagine that were much fun either. And he said to me, Barnsley, so I used to work at Barnsley. I'm going to show you runoff at canal. So that's the runoff of the canal. So we're near to end now. So I thought Barnsley. So up Tankersley at the side of the old hole, guys, there's a guy there what lives next door to the farmhouse. He's doing logs there now, but before he was doing his logs, that's where there was a little colliery. And as I remember my dad saying, now look at them, I'm going to show you. I can remember my dad saying, I used to work at Barnsley, and I think I were on about old hall years and years ago. How nice is that, beehives? This is an allotment. In fact, this is a piece of land. Now, I don't know if the guy owns this land. We've been at the side of the railway, I'm going to guess. Could be totally wrong. Might belong to the railway. But I do know, I think I do know this guy what's got this bit of land. Or I did do, because I worked on canal. I don't know if he's still around. So that's a bit of land there at side. And he's got quite a lot of beehives on that, guys. So how nice is that? How nice is that? Looks like he's been logging it to clear it. And I'm not sure what that is. So we're here at the end of the line. Well, we're not at end of the line, we're at end of this line. It crosses the road. So I can remember him saying, yeah, I used to work in Barnsley. So there were a pit, and the pit was at the side of the old hall where there's fume case, and that were called the barley sheaf, if I've got that correct. Oh, look what they've done here. They've only fenced it off, so I can't. I'm going to have to climb over the fence. So the barley sheaf, that's what they called it. Let me have a look. I had to walk down here, it was too sludgy down the canal. So, warning, do not trespass on the railway. Ooh, well it's a good job I ain't been down the railway. Let's have a look. I've got no choice to come down the railway. Right, so guys, in fact I could have got through there like an idiot. So that's what it was called, the old barley sheaf. So that's the way into the land. Obviously the guy still got the land. Be careful crossing. So that's a nice bit of land there. And I know there's another piece of land down this side. So I'm going to show you another piece of land. If it stops raining, that is. So down here in Hemingfield, on this side, there's a piece of land. Now they did have horses in there as well. So I don't know if there's horses there now. I'm not going to walk back up that way. So let's have a look. This is where we are, guys. Walking down Hemingfield Canal. So it looks like there's a few walkers, and there's some land further down here. In fact, they've cleared it here. I don't know what they're clearing this for. So looks like they're clearing this. In fact, this land here, what they're clearing, I don't know what they're doing with this land. Used to have horses in it, all the way down. So whether they're clearing it for horses or what, I don't know. But I'm going to have a walk down here, and I'm going to show you some. There's an old bridge I want to show you. So that's another old pit. Tankersley old pit. And there were a civil war years back up Tankersley. Tankersley Pilly, they had a civil war. It was to do with Wakefield and the surrounding places. You can look that one up. So, this is where we are. How beautiful is that? you can come and have a walk down here. It's lovely down here, down on Hemingfield Canal. So that were it, guys. So that barley sheaf. So can anybody remember that one, the barley sheaf? Anyway, I need to buy a mountain bike and a GoPro. Start and get some serious cycling in, and I can get about make some good videos really. So I hope everyone's doing well and everyone's fine and you're all taking care. Now I've just been chatting to a lady up Elsecar. We were looking at watching swans, and what she does is she comes down and she feeds ducks, mallards, and she feeds swans and she feeds birds. So she comes down with a carrier bag and she feeds wildlife, which is nice. So yeah, I was just chatting to her and I said to her, I ain't seen many greenfinches around. She says, oh, I've got a few in garden, but there's not many. I said, well, I ain't seen many chaffinches. So I've got quite a few chaffinches, but she said the same. I haven't seen any greenfinches. Now, greenfinches, they were common as sparrows at one time, and I'm not seeing many greenfinches around. So that's your rainbow. I don't know what's happening to greenfinches. I've tried following them before. I used to try following them before at rainbows. I used to try following them in car. So I never got to end. I never found pot of gold. So that's where we are, Hamingfield. So she used to come down and she used to feed. She comes down and she feeds mallards and ducks and birds. So I thought that were nice. So I was chatting to her. She said same. I haven't seen any greenfinches. But we're on about COVID and bad things happening on planet. Well, like I've said to you, now we're going to find out, aren't we? Because if something ain't done soon, if you don't stop polluting the atmosphere, I know electric cars are going to be big sooner or later, fantastic. But if we don't start to do something soon, you're gonna see a lot more things happening. You think COVID's bad? Wait till we really get something bad, then you will know about it. Anyway, I hope everyone's fine and taking care. That's Hemingfield Canal. Sounds like gangs coming back down, shouting and bawling. Don't know what they're on. So, I'm going to sign off. Take care, God bless. Oh, thumbs up, like the videos, please.